It's three old men. We are creamy on the outside and crunchy on the inside. I am Dr. Diz, and to my left we have Double Lot Buck, and further to my left, Clan Diesel, or could be to my right, if you believe that we're on a globe and not a flat Earth.
I do believe in round Earth.
Okay, good.
That's my
Good. It was
my
a
own
test.
personal belief.
You passed.
It's my own personal belief.
I can absolutely agree that the Earth is round. I have went all the way around it.
Ooh. But not through it.
That's true.
At
You
least.
haven't went through it.
I mean,
can't
we
tell us
didn't
if you
go.
have.
We didn't go into the Marianas Trench, but if we had, I couldn't tell you that.
Buck has not been to that creamy nougat center.
Now,
I have
I
not
was
gotten to
in
go
the
see where
Margarita
Kong came
Trench
from.
once, but that's something completely different.
I don't think I've ever climbed out of that trench.
In the late 90s, early 2000s, Diz was in the Stank Trench.
Was he taking one for the team often, though, is the question.
I don't know about that.
Or was he the one that he needed the wingman for to help with the friends that he didn't want to deal with?
I'm sorry, I never take one for the team. So
there's a lot of you can read about it in his new book, Studying from Behind.
Wait, that was the title of my
other
book.
People get through.
That was the
high
title of
school
my book
and college.
Damn it!
I'm
I
gonna write one of those books
myself
one of
as
these
the
days.
rear admiral
It's
in
gonna
the
be like
book.
a bestseller.
The only thing I can do is in the rear with the gear.
Now I've got to change it
And
to
I'm
like
pretty sure
scoping
that's
out from
copyrighted.
behind.
All right, everybody. If it's your first time here over on TikTok or on YouTube, we are three old men, and we just sit around here on Thursday nights and just talk about random stuff. So, if you have anything you want to talk about, I mean, you want us to talk about, just throw it out there in chat, and we'll probably talk about it.
There's a chance we'll talk about it.
So, Diz has never played Gears, right?
He has not. He has never played Gears
No,
of War.
I have played Gears of War, the first one. I did the tutorial, and I walked around, and I had to hide behind the stuff, and I was used to Halo. You jumping out in the middle and be like, "Ah, I'm a badass," and shooting everything. So I had to hide behind and shoot. I was like, I don't really like that. And then I came around to the grenade throwing, and he starts doing this number, and then he throws it underhand, and I was like, no, I'm done. So I really didn't give it that much of a chance. So
it's also in third person, which is another thing that you don't really like.
I don't really like third person, yeah, but I've heard it has a really good storyline, and I would love to play it sometime.
But the reason I brought it up is in Gears 2, you get introduced to a character called Dizzy. He's on a Land Rover piece of equipment that named Betty that's trying to get y'all to what's called land down so you can drill a hole into the planet and get to where the locust hive is located.
All right.
The voice of Dizzy, the actor, passed away this week.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was like, dang it. Like, after Dominic Santiago, he was my favorite character.
And I don't know any of the characters.
Because one of his best lines. Huh?
And one named Phoenix.
Yes, Marcus Phoenix is the sergeant that is the main face of Gears. But if you play the first one, like Diz going through the tutorial, if you remember, Marcus is in jail. Dom's the one that comes and breaks him out and throws this duffel bag at his feet and tells him to gear up. So that's and Dom sacrifices himself to save Marcus and all them. in 3.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, if you ain't played it up to this point or seen it, that's not my fault. This thing is like decades old.
I'm not gonna remember any of this, so
but it was a little sad to hear that
By the
Dizzy
time I play
is
it.
no longer with us.
Yeah, I've only played the first one, and I don't remember what happened. So it would all be brand new to me. New again.
new again.
See, in 1 and 2, you could play 2-player.
Yep, that's how I
In
played it.
3, you could play 4-player. And one of Dizzy's like biggest lines that's like most memorable is he hollers out at one point, "I got your back like a butt crack."
So if you can play 4 at a time, does that mean that technically Gears 3 starts a throuple?
Not exactly.
It does mean that any of the throubles we've had could play that game at the same time, though.
That is true. They all could play Gears 3 at the same time.
And then it's 3-player for the rest of them.
Oh, so it's set up for throubles.
Yes. Except for
one's
a robot.
One's a robot.
Yeah. Like in Gears 4, you can play as Jack, which is the robot that can hack in through doors and stuff like that.
Is the robot played by Alan Tudyk?
No.
Well, then I know it's no robot I might want to be a part of. My robots, I keep it simple. Has to be either Alan Tudyk, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or the guy that does the voice for Johnny Five. Or Peter Weller as RoboCop. That's more of a cyborg, not a robot.
We got Rob over in chat. How is the great town of Gatlinburg treating you?
Well, from what I've heard, not too good.
Yeah.
Yep. Robert's over there playing COVID Mon. He's got to catch them all. Yeah. All 19 variants. Well, we hope that she is okay. Also, you know what would help her? Paula Deen's, because that place is delicious.
So I'm going to bring up a topic. You like Clan Diesel. You said that in Once Human, you no longer have to wear a backpack.
That's true. Yep. With the latest update, you don't have to wear a backpack. You can hide it. You
can see their backs.
You can.
Can you replace it with a cape?
No. Oh. Unless your outfit's wearing a cape, has a cape on it, I guess. That would be about it.
That would be good. A fancy cloak that I wear around.
Yep. I think you can hide the backpack now, and you can hide their scars.
Oh, we do have some chat over in TikTok. I see a womp womp.
Yep, womp womp.
There's from the Baker official.
Hi, Baker. Need a Steam Deck? I would love to have a Steam Deck. I'll be honest with you.
Did he just offer to buy you one?
Well, the secret about Rob Bob is that he could buy us all one.
Yeah, he could win us one at a Pokemon tournament.
That's right. He could. If they were, there you go, Rob. You need to find a Pokemon tournament that has a Steam Deck as the prize, and then you win it. Problem solved. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Tim Blaney clan.
Well, now we got
Johnny Five
Bob over on the talk as well. What up, TikTokers?
Yep, we're all over the place. We're on YouTube and TikTok and the Twitch.
So here's my question though. Follow up response to your question, sir. Now that you can hide the backpack and you said I'll play it when though you can hide the backpack.
Yeah.
When are you going to play?
Well, first I have to reinstall because new computer.
You had to do that. Yep. New computer. Yep.
So, I mean, we could play this weekend.
Well, I will try to fit that in. If you get it installed, we'll try to play it because now listen, this weekend, tomorrow, they be St. Mons.
Oh,
they need to be hunted.
Yeah,
but I'll make time. I do. I enjoy hunting monsters, and Monster Hunter is released tomorrow. What up, Zach? Zach bringing in the PP. I don't know why Zach brought his PP into chat, but there it is, chat. If you're on Twitch, you can see Zach's PP in chat.
Somebody better play some zombies with me, or I write.
Apparently, Z saw Zach's PP and was not impressed. See, exactly. Smaller than I thought. There you go. Because his lowercase PP, not uppercase PP. If you're going to show people in chat your PP, you better go with the uppercase PP.
Better up that font size.
Yep. Or at least change the angle.
Where were you, Baker, when
Stream on the hub?
Call of Duty, the new one was released, and Diz and I were over playing zombies, and no one was playing zombies with us.
I mean, nobody plays zombies with me every Friday.
That's different.
Zombies.
I kill zombies every Friday.
Them's different zombies. I mean, that's a good title if you're going to stream on there, Rob. That's a pretty good title. Everybody and everywhere else is like, oh my God, what are they doing? These guys are
most likely asleep. Yeah, it's true.
I mean, more than likely you were asleep. That is true. That is very
I gotta
true.
install Call of Duty and Once Human, and I'm not installing Monster Hunter now.
Well, you have to buy Monster Hunter first.
And 7 Days to Die.
He already bought 7 Days to Die.
Yeah, but don't he have to install it because it's a new computer?
He would have to reinstall it, yes. That is true. That's true. Also, none of these games are as big as Call of Duty.
And I've told Clantis my take on Monster Hunter. I played Monster Hunter World, and I would like it if it was almost more arcade style, more like simplified down on the gear choices and everything. Like if it was like, oh, you cut a monster and it pops up on the screen, select your gear and then just
listen,
keep going.
I've got a problem with this. Because you're saying you want in Monster Hunter the thing that you hate in Final Fantasy 14.
I want it in.
Are you secretly a woman? There is no pleasing you.
I want Monster Hunter. No. I want it to pop up on the screen and be like, select your gear, so you don't have to run all over around this little crazy ass town with like this damn elevator that goes up, and some of the shit's up here, and some of the shit's down there.
Listen, I'm just saying,
It doesn't need to be an MMO
because apparently I can't please you.
I am the crazy one in the relationship. So.
I'm talking to Diz and Buck and the world. Live right now on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube.
That's true.
I'm saying I asked Diz if he was secretly married to me because I can't please him. That's what I was saying. And it wasn't that both of you tried to have sex in a Yugo in 2002.
He's not talking about it at the same time, chat.
Also, chat, you can't have sex in a Yugo. Scientifically proven. They small.
Challenge accepted.
That's true. Diz did bang in a Celica, so that's pretty good. I did bang in an Avalanche, but that some bitch was roomy and had leather seats. What? The internet wants to know.
So we won't talk about how Clan played Minecraft with me one time and has never ever played Minecraft ever again.
Listen,
it's all about Monster Hunter, right?
I don't know what to do in Minecraft because it's just like, there you go.
I've tried to play Final Fantasy 14 at least 3 times.
I know, but the thing is the thing that you say you hate about 14 is what you want in Monster Hunter.
Exactly. If you're going arcade, go full arcade.
But the thing is, Monster Hunter's not arcade. You got it's a thinking man's game.
It is not a thinking man's game. It is chase the dinosaur and beat it over the head.
No, well, that is part of it, but you got to get all the gear. You got to hunt the things enough times to get all the stuff you need to make the gear you need to fight the next monster. And then you got to, there's defense you got to think of, and crit rate, and what weapon affinity goes with what, and what elemental defense you need, and all that stuff.
So as big as these creatures are,
yeah,
why do you have to fight them multiple times to get the items you need when you should be able to get all of it off of one?
Because sometimes you'll need like more than one.
Right. But if you needed fangs, for example, how many fangs does that thing have?
I don't know.
You end up getting one.
Listen, don't be starting up an argument you don't want to have, Mister. I play a game where the cats don't have whiskers and teeth and livers.
That's only in classic, sir. They changed the drop rates of everything else in retail.
I'm just saying it was there.
They realized they fucked up, and then you and Diaz go back.
Rob in chat, they legit don't have teeth.
But that's only in classic, and that's where you and Diaz keep going back to.
The cats.
So you want that torture.
The cats in Ashenvale gum you to death.
The Moonsabers are on the Moon Sugar.
That's true. The Moonsabers are on for a long time. They've been at it for a while. They lost all them teeth.
The skooma cats, yeah.
Exactly. Bring me that skooma. Ajit has wares.
Hey, I'm just saying, y'all are the ones that keep opting to go back to classic every time. You
all right, so
choose to deal with that headache.
Let me jump back to 14 for a second. So you don't understand why I don't like the big pop up on the screen in 14, but I want that in Monster Hunter because Monster Hunter feels like an arcade game to me. So arcade game, I want more arcade. I want it to be over the top. Final Fantasy 14 MMO, not arcade game. I don't want arcade aspects. I don't need the you did it. Congratulations.
It's
you're validated. I know, and some people need that, and like I wish I could turn it off. I wish I could turn it off. If they just stood there and danced for like a minute, I could probably tolerate that one.
As long as it's to the Final Fantasy VII victory music.
Yeah, any of those. Yeah, 6, 4, 7's good. 14 combat is just not better. Is the issue? Yeah, I'm not huge on the combat there, but I got into it playing White Mage because there was more to do. I could heal and move and attack, and so it gave me lots of stuff to do.
A stone.
Yeah, I did throw a stone.
You heal and
so that kind of sucked. But
listen, if you play Black Mage, you're very busy.
I say so.
Once you get like the level 60, you're dropping things to get better things, so you can shoot more things at your butthole. There's a lot of stuff going on.
That was the first betrayal, yes, Rob. When I was playing an archer and it turned me into a bard, a spoony bard.
That's true. You still get to use your bow.
Yeah, the harp is the bow. Like it converts into a bow.
It was no longer a bow.
And then you can go back to Grandia and sit there and play "Carry On My Wayward Son" on your instrument while you're waiting to queue for Odin.
I still
okay. Let me ask: would Baker Boom Boom use the harp bow to shoot arrows?
Oh, Baker 100% would.
Black Desert. I do like combat in Black Desert. I do enjoy that because it's like combo based. So it keeps you very engaged in it. Not Octocupid. I guess he would shoot a harp bow.
I could see it. I'll allow it.
That's not how Cupid works on Smite, though.
Ain't nobody bringing in Smite.
I mean, I figured I'd bring it up before Rob Bob did.
Smite got smoted and has been smitten.
That's why I figured I'd bring it up before he did.
Dang. Smite 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Smite 2 was definitely the search for more money.
Yeah. For a free game, there's more money.
Where's the Sly collab?
Listen, all I'm saying is you need to give Monster Hunter a chance.
I mean, I was gifted it. I got on and I was playing World and nobody wanted to play with me, especially the one that gifted it to me.
Not true.
Name a time you played Monster Hunter World with me, Clan.
Something I didn't want to.
It's something I
didn't want to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I played a couple times on Smite.
Yeah. Smite is I don't like MOBAs.
See, I spent most of my time learning Blizzard's MOBA, right? Because I had friends playing it. So I learned it. Heroes of the Storm. So I don't want to learn all these other MOBAs. There's just so many characters.
Yeah.
I'm best at mages.
That's interesting.
What's going on?
Apparently, Selma showed up.
He embiggened the emote.
Interesting. Yeah.
And you know what? I appreciate it.
Yeah. I didn't know you could do that. That's cool.
So
you
can Z, when you come,
appreciate that.
Now, Z, is this one more the size it should be? Like as when they should come in showing their little pee-pee versus the big pee-pee.
Yep, you are correct. We did appreciate it. That is very true.
Definitely interesting.
Yep. Also, thanks for the biddies.
Yeah. Chat is popping off. Oh, it's Megatron in the chat.
Yeah. We also appreciate Megatron.
Yeah.
Also, I like where Robert's head's at, but that's not Ankh-Sunamun. That is
Looks of the moon.
Is that who's trying to go for? That is not. No.
Yeah. Not
from the mummy.
From the mummy. Yep. But that is actually oh god, what is her name?
Selma.
She's super hot. Yeah, Selma Hayek and that is from
Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, Dusk Till Dawn. That's right. You look like she could. I mean, she could have been in the
story about that movie. I went to the movies with my friend to watch that movie, and I did not know it was a vampire movie.
What did you think From Dusk Till Dawn was? A porno?
I mean, probably. Probably. It could. I mean, it could have been. Right. I mean,
yeah. I mean, and it doesn't tell you that it's like a vampire movie either. Like, if you didn't know, you're going to be surprised. And I was surprised.
That's the whole point, is you get surprised that it's a vampire movie. And then at the main end, it's set on a Mayan temple there. Just,
yeah.
You're like, where did that come from?
Danny Trejo did not look much different when he turned into a vampire.
That's true.
Now, I did like Cheech in that one a lot.
That is
his
true.
Classic intro line when they pull in there. I don't know that I can repeat all that on here. So
I mean, probably not.
You know what's bad is that anytime somebody mentions Marin, there's two things that I think of right off the bat, and none of them are Cheech and Chong.
Really?
Yeah. The two things I think about is one, the movie Born in East LA.
And the second is Lost.
Nope. The second one.
He was in Lost.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I've never watched Lost. The other one is the show Nash Bridges. Because he was in Nash Bridges with the dude from Miami Vice.
I never watched Miami Vice. I probably would have enjoyed it.
Did you ever play Grand Theft Auto Vice City?
Yes, a lot.
Well, then you lived Miami Vice.
Okay,
That's
cool.
just Miami Vice, the video
That's
game,
all it was.
pretty much. That's all it is. Yeah.
Stone Cold was in a few episodes of Nash Bridges.
He was. Yeah, he was like a bounty hunter or something. Yep. He was in it. Sure was. Sure was.
Interesting.
I like your emotes, Random Rick. Got an Olivia Munn emote.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, if you mouse over it, it's Olivia
G4
Munn,
TV.
sure.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
I miss G4. I would have taken the abomination that they had brought back as G4 if they just kept it on.
No, I don't know about that. That was rough. And the thing you wanted to watch was like hardly ever on is a bunch of new people.
Yeah.
On what you were saying though, Clan, about thinking about what Cheech comes to mind, when somebody mentions him.
Mm-hmm.
Desperado would have been the one that I would have paired him in alongside Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
I love that skit on SNL. He's always like, and we are on, how do you say, the show.
It's a good skit.
It's like he doesn't know the most simple words. He's just thinking about them.
Yeah, it's gotta be rough for Antonio Banderas because out of the he's married, but out of the couple, he's the best looking of the two. Like you're married and you're the hot one. How does that work out?
I figured that one of Clan's favorites would have been Ghostbusters 2 that he was in, though.
That's true. Better late than never. He was in Ghostbusters 2 at the dock with the Titanic. Yep.
Ghostbusters 2. Clan is his favorite Ghostbusters.
No. It was funny. When I was a young lad, it was my favorite Ghostbusters. But then I grew up and I had more sense.
And
is that in the second one is where they
came out?
That's where they put the ooze in the toaster.
Yep, and it dances, and they
I did like that.
Statue of Liberty with ghost jizz, and she starts walking, but she has to be hooked up to an NES Advantage controller first.
Yep. No, we have not finished Buffy. We have not started Buffy.
Not as also R.I.P. Michelle Trachtenberg from Buffy. Are you going to be able to handle watching Buffy? Because there's a lot of midriff in Buffy, and I know how you feel about that.
I just want you guys to know that I went along with that gag, but that is a vicious rumor.
I'm just saying you may want to be careful watching Smallville as well.
Yeah.
You've never seen Buffy? You not even seen the horrible movie Buffy the Vampire?
I've seen the movie. I've seen the movie.
I've seen both.
Assuming it's a weightlifting show.
Yeah. Reacher. Oh, Reacher is great this season. Yes, it is awesome. Yes, I really enjoy it. Also, did you know the lady that's with him all the time, Neely? Apparently, she's getting a spinoff show.
I mean, she does do a lot of shit.
She does. But yeah, Reacher is very good. Diz has never watched Reacher either.
No Reacher.
I mean, the more we discuss with what Diz has and hasn't seen, I feel like Diz just doesn't have good taste when it comes to shows and movies.
We did watch Fallout. Fallout is excellent, and I know they're making season 2 right now. I think
Harley did not appreciate one part of Fallout when the axolotl comes out of the water.
Excuse me, sir. Do you kiss Harley with that mouth?
I do.
I don't think you can say that word on stream. We have to stop stream and delete the clip.
She said, "How dare they make something that I enjoy looking at look that horrendous?" I was like, "Well, it's mutated."
Well, it's the same as like us watching a video about somebody giving birth.
I don't think that's the same plan.
How dare they take something that we like so much and make it look off?
I mean, in that regard, though, the ones that have children caused that to happen.
True.
I mean, were
Crotch
you
goblin.
in the delivery room?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
With natural birth?
First time was natural. Second time was the C-section.
Okay. It's
not
something else. No, I was there.
Okay.
I was given a job. I had to hold up one leg for I don't know how many hours. I'm not sure how I did it.
It was really only like 45 minutes, chat, but for Diz, it was hours.
To be fair, all the times that Diz was like, here, holding up lady's legs and hold on, this will come in handy later. Trust me, it actually did come in handy later.
So you're saying he's been practicing his whole life for that?
He was, well, not his whole life.
I mean, the way you talk about what Diz has been doing is like as soon as the balls drop, he's been going at it.
That's right. New Year's Eve. The balls drop.
As soon as the ball dropped. Oh, I think I'm going to go in here and watch some TV. Hello, lady.
Oh, you missed a lot, Z. You missed a lot.
Yeah. Feel free to check out the VOD. There was a lot. There was babies and oxyquaddles.
Oxalotls.
And a Noxina moon.
Yeah, Oxyquaddle moon showed up. Which I don't know if you know this or not. Yeah, historical fact. That's King Tut's half sister.
Ooh, okay.
Also, King Tut and her not alive when Imhotep was alive.
Right.
So there's a little bit of liberties taking place there. Speaking of liberties, have you seen the ending of Ghostbusters 2? You see how I looped it all back?
Did they use the same music for Ghostbusters too?
Well, they used the Ray Parker Jr. Ghostbusters song like once, and then they had the like new Ghostbusters theme by Bobby Brown.
How's he doing?
Not too good.
Oh, you don't say?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. He could be better.
Just now, saying. Was that downtown Bobby Brown?
No, you're thinking of downtown Julie Brown.
Okay, sorry. That must be his sister.
He was I don't think so, Tim.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Because she was English. And she's Bobby English. Brown, not English. Now, not to be mistaken with Millie Bobby Brown, who is English, but is also white and no relation to Bobby Brown.
Hey, you got your Taco Bell sponsorship. You got paid from Taco Bell.
We did it, Joe. We got a Taco Bell ad. Everybody on YouTube and TikTok's going, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Twitch knows, though. Also, my love for Taco Bell knows no bounds. Well, it does know bounds. I will say that. I won't say that it knows no bounds, because it does. But I do like me some Taco Bell.
I only like the one thing from Taco Bell. So.
A quesadilla?
The quesadilla.
That's what everybody likes. That's like the white people special. Mm-hmm. What do you want from Taco Bell? Quesadilla.
Nacho Bel Grande.
Nacho Bel Grande is good. I get mine with chicken.
That is some of the saltiest chips I've ever had.
They are salty. They are super salty.
And I think what really happened is they took the salt that's supposed to be on McDonald's fries and they gave it to Taco Bell.
Listen, okay, two things. One, yes, the Taco Bell in Middlesboro is probably the best Taco Bell I've ever ate at. It's very good, and they don't mess up your order. Important. Two, listen, when McDonald's remembers to salt the fries, they are amazing.
Yeah, and but three, how often in the last
Party Pack All Soft is what we've been called sometimes. So
that is true. That is true.
I wasn't added into that
if
category.
We be drinking too much now.
Let's talk about our skin, right? Soft skin.
Yeah,
soft skin. My wife says.
Well, I definitely don't have that. I've got calluses all over my hands.
It happens.
And scars everywhere.
Scars.
Like that's what happens when you are road hard and put up wet.
Damn.
And you can take that any way you want to.
I think that's the definition of what you said before. Take it any way you want to.
I'm sure those words are spoken in regards to what he was talking about. Yes, 100%.
But I mean, like you're talking about when they remembered to salt them, Clan. I don't think in the last 3 years I've had the fries like we had when we were kids.
Every now and then, here, if you go to the McDonald's in Pineville, they will nail it. They'll get it right. That's it. That's the only one that still believes in salt. And sometimes if I order it on the app and I say extra salt, they'll salt. But most of the time they just
but you're not getting extra salt then, you're just getting salt.
Exactly. I'm just getting salt. So please salt my fries, please. Oh, the extra salt. Yeah. But most of the time they just throw a couple salt packets in. And I'm like, no, it's not the same.
Yeah. It's just like if you went to a restaurant and said, I want sweet tea, and they go, well, we have the liquid sugar you can pour into it. I was like, no, I'll go order something else then.
Yeah.
And they're like, sir, it's the same. I was like, the hell it is.
No, it's not. You keep that mud water away from me.
Because if tea is not cooked heated up, boiled, and everything, and the salt or sugar added to it at that point, then it doesn't combine as it's cooling down.
Also, shout out to Mexican restaurants for having some of the best sweet tea.
I mean, they are in the South.
They are.
I'm
the
only one here that doesn't drink sweet tea, so I'm the odd man out here.
You are.
I just think it tastes like dirty water.
Well, then you've not had it right.
Then you must have been drinking unsweet tea.
That's true. That's what that tastes water. Like. Yeah, that is dirty water. 100%.
It's funny. My father never drank sweet tea. It was always unsweet tea. And then when he got diagnosed with diabetes, he said, I don't understand why I got it. Y'all the ones always drinking the sweet tea. I was like, Dad, you eat at least a serving of every dessert at every family get together that we have. There's more sugar in that than there is in most of the tea.
Probably. I'd say you're right.
Hey, I mean, Southern sweet tea is made different though.
Why don't they require them to put the ingredient thing on the back of like liquor bottles that they do on all the other food products? Like, how many calories is in like scotch?
You don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, once you start drinking it, you don't care. But before,
I've never been in a liquor store and somebody going to buy a thing of liquor and them turn to their friend and go, do you think this is going to make me fat?
Be like, how many calories? Are you buying it? Yeah. Then you don't fucking care.
Most of the things I've heard people say is like, how many of these do you think I'll have before I'm naked?
That's with tequila.
That's true. I have heard scientific theory that tequila makes your clothes fall off.
I mean, they even made a song about it, so it has to be true, right? About.
Well, I don't know. We've not scientific. He posted the theory. We've not scientifically tested it, but still just a theory. Did your clothes fall off?
I know someone that can't drink.
Did this person's clothes fall off after the ingestion of said beverage?
After about 4. So it's not the first one.
So we do have evidence then.
After when I drink tequila, it tastes like vanilla to me. Yeah. So like the aftertaste tastes like vanilla.
What flavor, like of tequila are you drinking?
Any tequila. I've tried it with multiple different kinds. It has a vanilla taste that is the aftertaste of my mouth. You know how people are chasing it with stuff? I never have to do that.
The only time that I've ever had tequila that didn't taste like just pure burn was in Guam when they came out with Tarantula. And what that is tequila with a flavor in it. Like one's blue raspberry, one's strawberry, and one is
Tarantula?
Mango. No, one is mango, but it's called Tarantula. And I'm like, why the hell they give that its name?
It's pronounced Tarantula.
Tarantula.
No. I mean, that might be what they did.
Yeah, it's definitely Tarantula.
So this is not flavored. It was like Jose Cuervo and Patron and what's the other one, like 1000 or something like that, or I can't remember. 1000 like silver, I can't remember.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
He was drinking Juan Julio.
Man, I drank almost a whole bottle of some, I don't know what it was, some whiskey at a bachelor party one time in Ohio, and yeah, that was not a good idea. It was like absinthe. It was like a $5 bottle, like fifth of whiskey or something. It was.
Oh God!
It was military
awful. At our commissaries, you can get something that is called grain alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
190 on the bottle. And I'm like, this is only like $3. And they're like, yeah, but you won't get through the whole bottle. I said, is that a challenge?
Quicker.
And we bought one. That was the nastiest alcohol I've ever consumed.
It's like drinking. I haven't had that, but I had something that was like really high proof like that, and it tastes like hairspray.
I mean, it has like it smells almost like kerosene. It has like that hairspray perfumey flavor. Ugh. And it just burns just to burn. And I'm like, this is gross. But I mean, you could put a lighter next to the top of this thing and you're going to catch it all on fire because the fumes are potent as fuck. I mean, they even have a flash suppressor in there so that when you pour it, it doesn't pour too fast to combust. I'm like, that should not be legal to just purchase.
Oh, I'm sure it's all perfectly legal.
But Bacardi 151, when they were doing that stuff, it also had the little filter in it. But I had a buddy get me a fifth of that, and I stuck my knife into that, pulled that part out so it could pour it faster, because to hell with that. We're gonna drink this. We're gonna fill up glasses. We aren't gonna sit there and watch it trickle out.
There you go.
I mean, when you're a qualified submarines, you're a certified firefighter. We all know how to put out a flame if it started.
Well, if it's a flame in your pants,
then you should go get medical attention ASAP.
Good call. Important safety tip, Chad. From Fire Marshal Buck.
No, Jesus, no. No. Because I sure as hell ain't going to try to stick my hand in a meat grinder and watch what happens when I pull it out. I know where you went with that, Clan.
Let me tell you something, kids.
I feel like a lot of people that watch us, Clan, don't even have a clue what you're talking about.
Well, good. They'll think that I did it, and they'll be like, fuck, this guy's amazing.
I don't think that you could quite stack up to that actor in his prime.
You're right. I'll blow right past it. All right, put me in the Mask 2. I'll show you.
I mean, that shouldn't have been made to begin with.
There wasn't a Mask 2. It's Son of Mask, and we don't count it.
That's what I'm saying. That should not have been made.
No, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we're doing Mexican on Friday, so.
Well, yeah.
Bond movies. Like plural?
I've got Bond movies. Hello, Mrs. Moneypenny.
Yeah. with the good Bonds.
Okay. Who are the good Bonds? Who are your Bonds?
Sean.
Sean's a good one. He's first.
Sean Bonds.
No, not Sean Bonds.
Well, see, the thing about that is Amazon bought MGM, which is the movie studio that releases Bond movies. Now, Broccoli, that's Barbara Broccoli, who is the wife of the guy that originally bought the rights to make Bond movies. They did finally let them have the MGM have total rights, which is Amazon now, to make the Bond movies. Pierce Brosnan is a great Bond, probably the I'm going to say probably the second best Bond.
So I liked him in. Have you ever seen the Thomas Crown Affair?
Yep.
That was a good one.
Yeah. So for me, I think it goes Connery, Pierce Brosnan, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton. Then I'd go Daniel Craig. And then I can't remember the guy's name, but he was Bond in one movie when Sean Connery decided not to do it because they wouldn't give him more money. George Lazenby. George Lazenby. That's my ranking of Bonds. And it's not that Daniel Craig is a bad Bond. He's just not what I imagine when I imagine James Bond.
So he's not sexy enough for you.
So you left the first Bond out of the list altogether.
I said Sean is number one.
He's not the first one.
Oh, we're not even going to count that TV show that where they had Casino Royale.
I'm talking about Barry Nelson.
Who?
Barry Nelson's the first James Bond actor. And then Sean Connery.
What was he in? Because Sean was in the first James Bond movie. Dr. No.
What's it called?
He was the first actor to play James Bond on screen in a 1954 adaptation of Ian Fleming's novel Casino Royale.
Yep. And that's why Casino Royale. Series. That's why Casino Royale wasn't the first Bond movie, because somebody had bought the rights, the movie rights and TV rights for Casino Royale.
Well, yeah, Clan, but you can't just leave the first one out. That's like going in and saying who's your best Batman's and saying to hell with Adam West because he was in TV.
Yeah, you can, because bullshit don't count.
Bullshit still counts. It was still made.
No,
just like the most recent Flash movie is garbage, but it still was made.
We don't even talk about that. We don't even talk about that. You want to watch the Flash? Go on Netflix and watch the TV show with Grant Gustin. It's a billion times better than the movie.
I mean, I don't think that they ever should have got the sad, depressed kid from the Harry Potter. Anyways, I mean, I guess technically it wasn't Harry Potter. It was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, but it's still part of that universe.
All the Nick Cage movies.
I do like me some Nick Cage movies. My favorite, I think, is Gone in 60 Seconds, followed by The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
You know they're making a second one of that?
Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Using
that was a pretty good one.
Both of the actors that
those are your favorite and not movie. National Treasure?
No, National Treasure is my favorite Nick Cage movie.
Okay.
I mean, is there any guess? I mean, how can you not say National Treasure?
I mean, I even like The Family Man. You seen that one?
I have seen that one.
It's almost like that's like a Christmas movie, right? So.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's like a retelling of It's a Wonderful Life.
I forgot about Con Air.
I was gonna say, what's your thoughts on Con Air?
Con Air's good too. Con Air's good too. Oh, what's the movie where he's in it and something weird kind of happens to his face?
I ain't taking the bait. I ain't taking the bait.
I'm talking about it.
I know what you're saying. I ain't taking the bait.
It turns into a skull.
I ain't taking the bait.
Face off.
There?
Yeah, there you go. Face off.
No, that's not it. I knew where he was going when even before he went to the skull. And I prefer Sam Elliott. I prefer Sam Elliott's role in that one over his.
Oh.
I mean, what looks more badass, his motorcycle or the horse?
True. True. Although the caveman one that's riding on a fiery mammoth is pretty damn cool.
An air dryer commercial.
I mean, it could be.
I don't think Fabio was in Con Air.
Oh, he was in the Spider-Man Spider-Verse. Forgot about that.
Who, Fabio?
No, Nick Cage apparently.
There's a movie I figured Clan would have said. Just because of his name.
Spider-Verse? Oh, yeah. He's in
I
Arizona.
Kick-Ass too. This is the best movie.
Hang on, I'll send it to you, Clan, since you clearly don't remember. This is why I figured you'd have said it.
Jim Jitsu.
Bangkok Dangerous. I don't think I've watched Bangkok Dangerous.
Yeah, but I figured you'd say it just so that you could say Bangkok.
I mean, I can say Bangkok whenever I want. Like one night in Bangkok.
I prefer 3
The
nights.
Rock. Forgot about The Rock.
With
City of Angels.
Oh yeah, The Rock is good. That's a good movie. Hunt for Red October.
Nick Cage was in.
That's no. For some reason,
that's Sean. That's Sean.
To The Rock, it jumped. There was a little jumper in my head that went off, and it linked Sean Connery back into the conversation.
Oh shit!
Maybe if they
Fast
remake.
Times?
Yeah, he was in Fast Times.
I liked him in Wind Talkers. But I'm more into the military style movies, anyways.
Interesting.
Because Wind Talkers was based on the Native American code talkers used during the wars. And he was in charge of one of the units in that movie.
Nick Cage is in a lot of movies because Nick Cage went broke. Right. Because the IRS doesn't appreciate it if you don't pay your taxes.
I mean, that's also what happened with Wesley Snipes.
Yep, it is what happened with Wesley Snipes. But thankfully, everything got smoothed out. He served his time, and he came back as the Daywalker. The real Blade.
Yeah, and then they're going to, for the MCU, change.
Interesting thing about that movie keeps getting moved back because rumor has it that people responded so good to him being Blade again that they want to make another movie with him as Blade.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
I would watch it as well.
What about Season of the Witch? Did you see that one?
I want to say yes, that I did. It sounds familiar. Also, that's the subtitle of Halloween 3.
To be honest, Witch Hunter was probably more enjoyable than Season of the Witch. That one has Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel? Yeah, the Vin Diesel movie. I need to watch that movie because I've been trying to watch it forever and I never do get around to it.
His sword as a whole is one of the main things that I enjoy about the movie, because he's got a regular blade, but as soon as he hits a button, oil like they used to light lamps and stuff back then coats the blade and then gets set on fire to allow it to burn.
Hold on, Chad just brought up something. They're making a John Madden movie and Nick Cage is going to be John Madden. How does that work out? I want to see Nick Cage in this movie eat a whole turducken, or it's not a John Madden movie. Do you think it's going to be John Madden using the telestrator to like go through his whole life? Yeah, boom over here, you got the mom, and boom over here, you got my dad. You put them together, and boom, you got a touchdown. And I came out 9 months later. Because I would watch that movie.
Yep. It's thrilling explanation of the football game. So what you got here is if one team scores more points than the other team, then they're going to be the winner and then touchdown.
That is true. That is the rules. Huh. He's not wrong. You can't fault him for it, Diz. He's technically not wrong. If the other team does score more points, they win. Just saying. That's rules and shit. Right?
Well, I don't follow the rules.
Oh, damn. Oh, there's a here, Mr. I am the law.
I like Stallone's version better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Judge Dredd was better than Dredd.
But I do like that actor.
I mean, yeah. I like him in movies, but the thing is that Dredd seemed to be, just isolated to that one building. Like that was the whole premise of the movie, was him dealing with everything right there. At least Judge Dredd covered more of the lore of what they were, telling the story of.
True. And it also had Deuce Bigelow in it. So
that's true. It did have Deuce Bigelow in it, which I think was the main draw of that movie. Just saying.
I mean, I want the gun and the motorcycle.
You know what I want? I want people to stop taking animated movies and making live action movies out of them.
I mean, good luck with that.
I really wish that they would stop.
Because, I mean, they're in the process of making a live action Moana now.
And they're making a live action How to Train Your Dragon, which I don't want to see.
Yeah, I mean, that's almost completed to where you're gonna either choose not to see it or it's gonna be something you watch.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. My mind's not made up on if I'll watch it or not, because I don't like the Disney ones. They're not as good as the animated feature. And How to Train Your Dragon is a very good movie by itself.
I mean, all of them are.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
The only one I saw was the Lion King.
Yeah, we went to the movies and watched Lion King, but I also saw Aladdin.
I was disappointed with the music in that because the original had such epic music. And then they didn't use that music. They created their own. I was like, it's fine, but I mean, it's just, it doesn't live up to what it was before. So,
and then instead of them going, well, we could make Lion King 2 as live action, let's make Mufasa, where we haven't told this story at all ever, and let's make this one live action instead.
Yep.
True.
And then everybody will love this one because they don't have anything to reference it to.
I don't know if anybody really liked Mufasa.
I was being the mentality of the people that are trying to make money.
Yeah.
Not saying that I agree that just because we haven't seen an animated version of Mufasa doesn't mean that we'd like this one better. The Little Mermaid was just weird when they made that live action.
I haven't watched that one or Beauty and the Beast. Like I said, I watched Lion King, watched Aladdin. They broke my heart. So I don't want to.
I mean, to be fair, there's no one they were going to find that was going to play the genie better than the original man himself.
Well, so then don't do it.
Right?
Don't do
Plus,
it.
the genie wasn't even blue.
Or do this, have it, and then have like a CGI genie that's Robin Williams' voice saying his lines from the animated movie.
That's what I'm saying. They probably still have the rights to that.
We lagged out there for a minute.
Oh, we went offline, and now we came back.
Yeah, we did.
And we're back.
Temporary hiccup.
Thanks,
Doing
Spectrum.
stuff.
But they also did a live action of Mulan. And that did not come anywhere close.
I didn't watch that one.
To the animated. Like Mushu. Where was Mushu?
Exactly. How can you have Mulan and no Mushu?
How can you have dishonor on your family?
Honor on your cow.
and not have that person there for the part of that he needs to play.
Exactly.
I mean, where does it end? Are we going to get live action Dora the Explorer? Come on.
I mean, y'all imagine if they did a live action Finding Dory?
Well, I mean, it would be
It'd just be fish
going.
going.
Because people would drown.
Right?
People will die.
People will die.
I mean, people didn't drown in Little Mermaid.
That we know of.
Yeah.
I mean, we know people died in the making of The Wizard of Oz.
Allegedly.
Oh, no. No, there's no alleged nothing. It's in the movie. Until somebody pointed it out, and then they had to remake it with that part removed.
Ugh.
You know how bad you got to hate your life to be on a movie set and just say, I'm done.
Maybe they would say it's the end of the day. I'm done. And he was like, okay.
No, I don't think that's how that went down, Clan.
You don't know.
You're right. I don't. I wasn't there. But still. But wasn't Cinderella the first one that they made live action? Through Disney, I mean. Because I would say Snow White was probably the first one.
I thought it was Beauty
but it was the Huntsman that they were following along for Snow White, and that's not the same. Like it was the same kind of story, but
so I looked it up. So it says that 101 Dalmatians in 1996 was the first live action remake. Yep.
I mean, yeah, that is true. That is true.
I forgot about that one.
Other live action remakes.
With
The
Glenn
Jungle
Close
Book,
playing Cruella.
Pinocchio, Dumbo, The Lion King, Christopher Robin, Mulan, Beauty and the Beast, Lady and the Tramp, Peter Pan and Wendy, The Little Mermaid. Now, there's been so many different Peter Pans.
Right?
There has been a lot of Peter Pans, yes.
I mean,
and my favorite is Hook.
It helps that Peter Pan's in the public domain. Kind of like Popeye. Popeye just went into the public domain, and there are already like 2 horror movies being made with Popeye.
Yeah, there is. I'm kind of looking forward to one of them.
So get ready.
I want to see
I'm
that.
glad all this.
I want to see that sailor go ape shit.
Yeah, because all this stuff should be going into public domain. Like Mickey Mouse was supposed to be public domain like 20 years ago.
I mean, Steamboat Willie went.
Steamboat Willie is public domain. Yeah,
and Winnie the Pooh is a horror movie. They've got a second one of that one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like as soon as they hit public domain, everybody's going, let's make all of these horror movies.
That's true. My favorite public domain thing though is that when they went to make the final pressing to put on film, the copies of Night of the Living Dead, they changed the name of the movie from whatever the test of it was to Night of the Living Dead, and they forgot at the bottom of the thing to put the copyright symbol. So the original version of Night of the Living Dead, not copyrighted, and you can just put it on wherever you want to, and nobody can come and get you. There is no FBI warning at the beginning of that movie, Jay. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Actually, Peter Pan was the very first one that went live action.
There's a live action Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm. Mary Martin played Peter.
Oh yeah.
In 1960 or whatever. That technically was the first one.
Yeah, we gonna count that shit.
I'm just saying that went before 101 Dalmatians.
True. But was it a remake or was it just a different story?
Oh no, it's the same story. Except Peter was played, like I said, by a female. But everything else that happened in the live action happened in the cartoon. Except for some of the flying that he does in the cartoon, because you can't do that with somebody on suspended by wires.
I don't know. Christopher Reeve did a really good job.
I mean,
don't you smear the good name of Christopher Reeve, sir.
I didn't.
All right.
Well, apparently, all the people that have played Superman since him did a little tribute thing to him.
They did.
So, we're gonna play some D&D this weekend.
Yeah, y'all show up.
All right, cool.
Now, whether any of y'all die or not, subject to the choices you make.
I show up to each session hoping for the sweet release of death.
Oh, well, now that you told me that, I can make it a thing.
Yeah.
But the bard will die shortly after.
Immortal bard.
Because the bard's going to show up with a harp that can potentially turn into a bow, and Diz is going to kill that.
No. I'm not in the campaign. Bowden is in the campaign. He likes to play Final Fantasy 14 and play a bard.
I see.
Bowden has taste.
I mean, he's going after Core and Lilith at the same time, so I guess maybe.
No.
At least that's what Corlin thinks.
He's very brave. That is what Corlin thinks. 100%. Like, damn, son.
I've got a crazy one that throws shit around my neck and won't let me talk. You over here with two at the time.
True.
All right. Well, it's getting close to midnight, so I guess let's wind down. Buck, you got some streaming you like to do? You want to tell everybody?
Yeah. Tomorrow, gonna do some 7 Days to Die Rebirth. We're getting close to getting out of the first zone, but it's very time consuming because I have to kill 75% of the zombies in the POIs. So like I have to, pretty much clear most of it in one zone before I can move to the next one. So it takes a little bit of time.
Yep.
But that'll be at 11 a.m. Central Time for tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we'll have Edar, Realm of Dragons, next session, which will be at 7 p.m. Central Time. And then Tuesday, we'll have Ark Survival Ascended, where we are in Extinction, trying to get everything ready to go fight Titans, which are the bosses for getting out of that map. Because we have a new map, bonus map, that's free, that also came out shortly after Extinction did. So I'm going to have to look into that one and see how it plays out. It has to do more with like Roman time frame and Pantheon. So I'm not sure what to expect there. I've never been in this map. And then on Wednesday, we'll have World of Warcraft at 11, where we are in the final zone trying to get through the campaign before we pick up all the stuff, because season 2 launched Tuesday.
On Tuesday?
Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday.
And anyone that enjoys getting Twitch drops for World of Warcraft, there is a Twitch drop going on that started on Tuesday of this week and goes until the tail end of March. So if you want it and haven't got it, you can stop by and receive it.
Get it.
After 4 hours of watching.
Get it. Get up off that thing. Which drops make you feel better. Get up off that thing.
And of course, we are Nerdicopia Network. Myself and Clan Diesel there. We stream on the internet, on the Twitch, on the YouTube, and the TikTok. And we also do another show called Super Retro Game Show on Mondays. We start somewhere between the hours of 6 and 7 p.m. Eastern.
Sure.
Just whatever schedule allows us to start. And we've been playing through the Zelda games. We're on Zelda 8, I think.
Yep.
Which Zelda is the 8. Wind Waker. We're playing the HD version, and we're very close to the end. So stop by and check us out if you like Zelda or any other retro games, because after we finish that one, we'll play some random games. We do take suggestions. So. And of course, on Thursdays, we do this show at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, where we team up with Double Up Buck here and just talk about random stuff. And if you missed it, rewind, watch the whole thing again. Right?
That's true. You should
do that. And then go watch Nick Cage movies.
Watch National Treasure.
And then on the second and fourth Sundays of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have our D&D show called Not Actually Heroes the Forgotten, where Clan Diesel over there is our DM, and we play and have fun. Last session was really fun. We had a party member betray us, and it was actually really fun, though. So nobody died.
Shouting and stabbing, and it was great.
Yep. And let's see. Clan, do we have merch?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Diz, because yes, we do in fact have merch. And if you're like, Clan Diesel, Dr. Diz, I would like to know more about this merch you speak of. How can I, a loyal viewer of Nerdicopia Network on one of the fine platforms that I can find it on, find out more about this merch? Well, if you are in the Twitch chat and you type in !merch, there you go. There it is. You can see there. It gives you the URL. Oh, it works. It works on YouTube too. But you know why? Because I set up that alert. And I'm a fucking genius. That's why. So
certified
genius. So if you just go to nerdicopia.net, you can find our lovely merch. We have Super Retro Game Show Extreme merch, and we also have a couple of items of Not Actually Heroes D&D merch. So go check that out.
Yep. Also in your TikTok.
It is also in the TikTok. Thanks, Buck. It says you're number one.
See, there you go.
Yep, there you go. But we also, besides merch, we have socials. So you can go and check us out there on our link tree. It has links to all the platforms we're on, like Facebook and Twitter and Blue Sky, and all the fun places where you can find us at. So go check that out. We also have a Discord server that is really cool and super keen. If you join that, you get to join in on all kinds of conversations, get to check out some cool memes, learn about new games that come out. Like today, they showed off a trailer for the new Pokemon follow up to Arceus. It's Pokemon Legends, and no more turn-based battles in that one. It's actual live battles. You can move around and stuff. So go check. If you like the Pokemon, you can go check that out. There's also a lot of stuff about other games, mainly Once Human. Actually, that's not true. There's a whole lot of other games in there, and movies, and TV,
and Enshrouded, and all kinds of stuff.
There's lots of games we talk about in there, so go check that out. And then we also have a NerdTube. We call it NerdTube. It's our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Nerdacopia Network. And you can go there and watch all of our old episodes of Three Old Men and Super Retro Game Show Extreme and Not Actually Heroes Cataclysm and Not Actually Heroes Forgotten and After the Row, and plus some just random ass streams that we've done since then. So you sit back, relax, get yourself a comfortable pillow because you won't be there for a while. If you try to watch it all, you'll probably die first. So don't do that. Make sure you take breaks. But go check that out. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Hit the follow button on TikTok or Twitch, whatever you're watching on. Please, we would really appreciate that. That would mean the world to us. It is amazing. And so are you for watching us. So I think that is all the spiel I got, Diz.
Yep. Big shout out to Random Rick Review RRR for the biddies. And for everybody hanging out with us in Twitch and TikTok and YouTube. So we see you guys. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
There's the shout out.
There it is.
I'm waiting for it to go away. My arm's getting tired. Okay, see ya.